This lab is called Petrified Sponges, and what it's going to do is it's going to explain how fossils like petrified wood are formed. Petrified wood, when it's brand new and fresh, is kind of squishy. I want you to reach into your tar pan and squish that sponge. Tell me whether it's soft or hard.
Soft.
Nice and soft, okay? I want you to look at the sponge, and I want you to tell me if there's holes or if it's solid. Holes, okay. So just like, go ahead and put those sponges back in the tar pan. Just like the sponges, wood or leaves or sometimes dinosaur bones, when they fall into mud or water or pond or they get buried by a volcano, the holes, the cells in the tissue are available for minerals to take the places of the actual plant matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that. If you will take the sodium silicate, everybody on this side, and pour a quarter of the bottle into your salsa cup and then pass the sodium silicate across the table. The sodium silicate is going to be our metaphor for mineral water. Once you have your sodium silicate inside your cup, put a dash of food coloring. And the food coloring is going to represent the different kinds of minerals that are present in groundwater. Sometimes minerals are green, sometimes they're red, sometimes they're orange, a lot of times they're clear. Take your popsicle stick, stir your sodium silicate up. Now we're going to assume the sponge is a living organism. It could be a piece of wood, it could be a dinosaur, it could be a fish, it could be anything. We're going to assume that living organism fell into a soft, muddy swamp. And because there's no oxygen in that water, it's not going to decompose. It's just going to sit there. And in time, layers and layers and layers of sediment are going to bury that fossil. And the fossil is going to absorb that mineral matter and store it in the soft, squishy holes called the cells. And when it eventually hardens and dries out, you're going to have a perfectly preserved fossil. So if you're on my left-hand side, I would like you to pour your mineral water on top of your sponge. Go ahead and pour the whole thing right on top of the sponge so it can soak in. And then if you're on my right-hand side, I'd like you to add your mineral water, a different color, and pour that on top of the sponge. Now, is it going to harden right away or is it going to take a little while? Take a little while. So what we'll do is we will check this tomorrow. And would you predict, LJ, that the sponge is going to be harder tomorrow or softer? Harder, okay. Poon, why do you think that is?
Because like the mix will act like mineral water,
Okay.
and it'll soak into the sponge.
Very good. And Daniel, are the holes going to be empty or are they going to be full when we check them again?
Full.
Probably full. That's our prediction.